Hello, 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 and welcome back, everyone, tonight to another edition of TMGeek. I am your host, Kevin, the Philosopher Boss, joined on the desk once again by Aaron Canole. How are you, my friend?
Good, good. And it's going to be an interesting one, man. We got one ahead of us tonight.
We definitely do. Our final one of the evening, a triple header we've had today. A lot of great matches. This is going to be an interesting one, to say the very least. We have Chris Diaz facing off against Papa Jacob E. West. 2 0-3 players, which is interesting to hear because we both know that they have a lot of geek knowledge. Just ran into some tough players, you being one of them. You and Jacob faced off earlier this season to kick off the year, and you pulled out the win to save your spot on the roster, which you kind of put that in there. But yeah. So what are your thoughts on the match going into this?
Yeah, obviously Jacob in the geek world I know very intimately. It was a very hard-fought match that I unfortunately won, which sucks for Jacob because it means he's stuck here. And then Chris, I mean, calling yourself Movies is the most ambitious nickname I've heard since somebody called themselves the GOAT. So I'm, 0-3. It's unfortunate because we know both these guys have the passion for this. We know they both bring knowledge. It's just been an unfortunate run for them thus far. And so this is that moment where one continues to get extremely unlucky and the other finally gets out of the dog pound. And I know what that feels like. So I know these guys want it.
Exactly. No kidding. All right. Well, let's go ahead and begin bringing them in. We will start off with Chris Diaz and his manager, Papa West.
All right, Chris. You ready for your training to finally be fulfilled?
Yeah. I hear that.
Yeah.
Fun and beat.
We're not here to have fun, Chris. We're here to win.
Yeah. You
are going to get that 1 on your record. See right here where it says Chris Diaz, parentheses 0-3, close parentheses. We need to get that 1 there. And I feel sorry for this chump you have to take on because they don't know what they're dealing with. Because, Chris, we've been working on this. We have been prepping.
Jacob, remember, you will get your own intro in which you can speak if you want to let Chris get a word in.
Yeah, true.
I was just talking about that motorcycle. I stopped because of that motorcycle. That's not how we do this. I'm the manager. I talk mostly for Chris. That's how we do this. With that being said, Chris, close it out.
I get a win, get my first win, and I find to my opponent, it's time to put him down.
Put him down. All right, that's what I like to hear. Have you done anything different in your studying to get that first win in TMGeek?
Yeah, I mean, I've been watching a lot of good movies. I also been watching a lot of geek matches, like test myself and all of them, but it's differently. I've done pretty well. I definitely gotten better with my contract knowledge and a few other things. Then I virtually now get on the movie last few months. I feel better this time around.
But again, Kevin, it doesn't matter how much Chris prepares for this because he's going to beat this chump, whoever he's facing tonight.
All right. So, Aaron, anything else for Mr. Diaz or his manager, Papa West?
This is a freak show. I'm glad this is last.
I agree. All right, let's drop these two to the back as we bring forth the TMG Sports Brawl Debate Champion. He is 0-3. He is Papa Jacob E. West. I feel like I've just...
Oh, wait. I'm finally understanding what's going on. Crap!
Oh.
Kevin, why did you... This was you, wasn't it? This was you. Go away, little Sean. Be like normal Sean and quit. I'm kidding, Big Sean. I love you if you're watching this. Kevin, why did you do this?
Somebody has to get a win.
That's true. It's true.
So, how are you feeling coming into this one, Papa?
Regardless of what happens, I will come out of this a winner. Because either I will be 1-3, or Chris will be 1-3. And if Chris becomes 1-3, I will have managed someone to a victory, which is always a win in a manager's book.
I see what you're doing here. You've positioned yourself to get a win either way. Smart.
I have to make you the bad guy. Have to make you the bad guy.
Smart move. All right, I'll go to Aaron for any closing questions here.
I mean, I'm already the bad guy in his book. I'm the one that put him here technically. So, yeah, let's just get this over with.
All right. We will bring in Mr. Diaz and get these rules underway. I'll start off with the match rules, and I'll let Aaron take it from there because he's better at talking than I am. Your match rules, gentlemen, you can get 30-plus points possible. 3 repeats, 1 challenge per competitor. Please keep your hands on screen throughout the match. 1 verbal warning will be given. Watch the private chat. We'll be trying to coach you through it there. The round-by-round breakdown, this is a 3-round match. Round 1, you can get 10 possible points plus a 1 bonus question if you get all 10. Round 2, 10 possible points plus steal opportunities. And round 3, just 10 possible points. So position yourself accordingly. And I will let Aaron take it from here with the round number 1 rules.
Absolutely. In round number 1, each competitor will have the opportunity to answer the same 10 questions. Each question is worth 1 point. Should you happen to join the exclusive Mile High Club that gets all 10 questions correct, we do have a bonus question on deck for you. Jacob, I hope you don't have any questions because you're both a manager and a competitor, but do our competitors have questions?
No.
Is there any other way, like an easier way to be a part of the Mile High Club?
It's
ask your dad, Papa. Remember, you guys also have repeats and challenges. 3 repeats to a competitor and a challenge. You couldn't have possibly used one yet, so you still have all of them.
Fair enough. All right, guys. Best of luck. I'm going to pass it over to Aaron since he will be reading the odds. I'll read the evens. So, Aaron, take it away with question number 1. Good luck, gentlemen.
Absolutely. I'm glad we could have all competitors and managers on screen at the same time. Your first question is going to come in the category of Spider-Man films. And your question is, in Spider-Man 2, what is the occupation of John Jameson, son of J. Jonah Jameson and fiancé to Mary Jane Watson? And since they're both finished writing already for our viewers, occupation is an SAT word for job.
Yeah, I know. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I totally didn't have to ask my girlfriend what word that was earlier.
All right, let's go to the man on Mars.
Astronaut.
I'm glad you knew who I meant. Papa.
Astronaut.
They are both on the board.
There we go. Good start, gentlemen. Question number 2 comes in the wizarding world. What is the name of the magical object, similar in appearance to a shallow stone or metal basin, used to review memories in the wizarding world? And 5.
Repeat.
All right, Chris using his first repeat. In the category of Wizarding World, what is the name of the magical object, similar in appearance to a shallow stone or metal basin, used to review memories in the Wizarding World?
You gotta love those questions that are a question disguised as another question.
Yeah, no kidding.
Unless you're a competitor, in which case you might not like it very much.
I hate that blank.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pins down, and we will go first to Papa West.
Remember all.
Chris.
I blanked. I said the Oculus.
Those are both incorrect. We were looking for a pensieve. Pensieve.
Yeah.
All right. Let's move on to something with a little less wizards in it. DC Films. DC Films. What DC character does Mark Strong portray in Green Lantern?
That's been talking about.
You ever seen the Brothers Grimsby?
No, I avoided it like the plague.
Oh man, that movie's great. 5.
I
I saw an elephant's asshole.
I did not hear the question.
Oh, okay. You can get a technical.
Yeah, I said. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay. So, question number 3 is going to come in the category of DC films. Your question is, what DC character does Mark Strong portray in Green Lantern?
In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pins down.
And we'll go ahead and go to Chris.
Okay. Sinestro.
And Jacob.
Oh, best part of that movie, Sinestro.
Yeah, marginally. That's going to be points for players.
If I could kick you from the stream, I would, Aaron.
Good is a relative thing.
Indeed. All right, guys. Question number 4 comes in the category of Middle Earth. Who plays Peregrine Took, a.k.a. Pippin, in the Lord of the Rings franchise? Full of a took.
Should be stated that Jacob has a history of having to name things from Lord of the Rings. This one is not a dwarf.
Too.
5.
Close enough.
3, 2, 1. Pins down. We'll start with Jacob.
An amazing singer, Billy Boyd.
And Chris.
I said the other, but dominant money.
Yeah, it is Billy Boyd. Jacob hits it.
All right. Blood is drawn on this match as we move on to question number 5, which comes in the category of the MCU. Your question is, in Iron Man, what hand symbol does the soldier throw up in his photo op with Tony just before they are bombed? Going all the way back to the origins of the MCU with this one. All the way back to 2008.
4, 3, 2, 1.
That better not be a question later.
Yeah, I hope not.
It isn't now. Chris, what's your answer?
I said a bunny ears.
And Jacob?
I did the peace sign.
We were looking for a peace sign.
Yeah.
Fortunately, bunny ears are not acceptable because that implies they were positioned a certain way.
Yeah. Unfortunately not. All right. So question number 6 comes in weapons, tech, vehicles, and magical objects. In The Phantom Menace, what is the name of the ship gifted to Qui-Gon and Obi-Wan, along with Jar Jar, by the leader of the Gungans to get back to the surface world on Naboo?
There's always bigger fish.
Through 5, we have a 4-2 match going on. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pins down. We'll go to Papa West.
The bongo.
And Chris.
Yeah.
Uno bongo is correct.
All right. Jacob has a 3-point lead, but there's still 4 questions left in round 1, so anything can happen. Our next category is going to go on to the other star thing, Star Trek. They also take place in space. Your question is, in Star Trek IV, The Voyage Home, what brand of beer do Captain Kirk and Jillian drink at the pizza parlor? What is your brand of poison, Kevin?
I was just drinking a Schaeferhofer the other day, so I'll go with Schaeferhofer. 5.
I will say
Aaron doesn't know what that
Sprite.
is.
2, 1, pins down. I'd say Aaron probably does. He's been to Europe.
Sounds familiar enough. Chris, let's go to you.
1.
And Jacob.
Bush.
Those are both valid beers. However, that night they chose to drink Michelob.
All right, we move on to category number 8, which is Star Wars, nothing but Star Wars. Who does Han say is the best streetcar racer in all of Corellia when showing off to Kira in Solo, a Star Wars story?
I'm going to ask, just for the future, could we refrain on the board banging until after the question is finished, just so it doesn't interrupt the other competitors? I don't mind if it helps you think when we're finished. I just don't want to accidentally cause an issue.
True that.
In 5, 4, 3, 2, and
Repeat
uno.
the question, please.
All right, I will do that. In the category of Star Wars, who does Han say is the best streetcar racer in all of Corellia when showing off to Kira in Solo, a Star Wars story?
Both competitors throwing out a repeat in round 1. It's a strategy right now, especially because Jacob has a lead he could build, and Chris will want the extra time to help solidify his answer to catch up.
Absolutely. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hands down.
And we'll go to Jacob.
It's like someone that no one remembers the name of. So I drew the little rearview mirror with the dice hanging on it from the speeder that they're driving.
I have those dice. Chris.
So do I.
I said Nash.
His name's Needles. Needle.
Needles.
All right.
All right, guys, we'll go ahead and move on to question number 9, which is going to come in the category of Oscars. That's right. These films can get nominated too sometimes. How many Oscars was Batman Forever nominated for? Because of all the geek films to represent at the Oscars, Batman Forever. At least it won Batman and Robin.
I was just about to say,
because then they'd be a Suicide Squad.
4, 3,
That was
2,
terrible.
1. Pins down.
Let's go ahead and go to Chris
2.
and Papa.
I mean, I'm thinking 0, but y'all wouldn't do that. 1.
You undersold it. It got 3.
3 and
We just knew how many it deserved.
sound effects, and cinematography.
Sound
was
effects.
2 awards.
That's the same thing.
It is now.
It's the same thing.
It is now. That is
As
right.
of this year, it is. So,
All right. Moving on to our 10th and final category in round number 1, guys. Your category is plot summary. I'll read you the plot summary of an IG film, and you give me the film. A criminal humanoid being that lives under the big city teams up with a wicked, shock-headed businessman on the surface to attempt to take down the city's superhero savior once and for all. Meanwhile, a female employee of said businessman goes on a vendetta of her own after being shoved from the window of a tall building.
can I just say, I would take it as a compliment if I was called a shock-headed businessman.
I know, right?
That sounds like you got access to a lot of coke. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. It's only fair that I do it for him. I made him laugh. And we'll go to Papa.
Batman Returns.
Batman Return.
There you go.
That is it. All right. Great job, guys. 6-3 is our final score in round number 1. A lot of game left to play, though. As
Absolutely.
we move to round number 2, Aaron, take us away with those rules.
Absolutely, gentlemen. In round number 2, a digital wheel will be pulled up on the screen. It'll be spun. You will land on a category. If you don't like that category, unless it is opponent's choice, you will have the option for a respin. Whatever category you get, by however you get it, each question is worth 2 points. There will be 5 of those for 10 points max. If you need a little extra help, you can go to multiple choice. However, that'll make it worth 1 point. Opponents, please be paying attention because you will have the opportunity to steal should your opponents miss. All your repeats and challenges are still in play. You have 2 repeats apiece and a challenge. And as a friendly reminder, since the whiteboards are gone, hands on screen at all times. Not that we'd accuse any of you.
Absolutely not. All right, guys. So as you saw at the bottom there, 2 repeats are remaining apiece, and both of you still have your challenge. So Jacob, you have the lead, and since you have that lead, I'm going to go ahead and read off the categories on the wheel, which were posted in the chat. No strengths will be revealed. I'll read off these categories for you, and then you can decide if you would like to spin first or defer to your opponent/client, Mr. Diaz. On tonight's wheel, we have animated geek films, Marvel, MCU, Middle Earth, movie release dates, Star Wars, Star Trek, Wizarding World, and of course, spinners and opponent's choice.
I'm going to let my client, Chris, spin first.
All right, gonna let Chris spin first. Chris, are you ready?
Yeah.
All right, your first spin is in.
Round and round it goes. Brought to you by Best Buy.
Yeah, and a $700 watch, apparently. Marvel.
All right, Chris. Chris, we're just going to stop for a second. We're going to take a deep breath in and let it out. I just want to say 3 points in round 1. Very good job. Is there anything that you hate on this wheel? Don't tell me what it is. Just do you hate anything on this wheel?
Chris is like, I'm not even sure if I should say anything.
I love motivated, but I don't like Middle Earth that much.
Okay. How confident are you in Marvel? Because there's a lot of Marvel movies.
I feel semi-confident, but I found a point of choice anything.
I mean, there's a lot of movies on there, but if you're feeling confident, go for it. Because Marvel has some good movies in there. But don't be afraid to spin again.
You know what? I especially tend to go multiple, and I don't know. Yeah, let's go.
You're gonna keep it?
Yep. What do you think, Jacob? Because I to go multiple, and I don't feel confident.
We are going to need an answer in the next few seconds.
No, go for it.
Go for it. Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna keep it. All right, so Chris will keep Marvel. I will read those questions to Mr. Diaz.
Yeah.
All right, so 5 questions coming your way in the realm of Marvel. And your, don't forget about multiple choice. And Jacob, also don't forget you have the option to steal if Chris does miss. So hands on screen, both competitors. And here we go. Chris, your first question in the realm of Marvel. In X-Men, Magneto tells Rogue he first saw the Statue of Liberty in what year?
Multiple choice.
All right, multiple choice. Is it A, 1946, B, 1947, C, 1948, or D, 1949?
1947.
1947 is incorrect. I'm going to go to Jacob. I'll repeat the question and the options. In X-Men, Magneto tells Rogue he first saw the Statue of Liberty in what year? Is it A, 1946, B, 1947, C, 1948, or D, 1949?
Oh, 1946.
That is incorrect. We were looking for 1949. 1949.
Damn, I was thinking back before between 47 and 49.
All right. So no points lost there on that steal opportunity. So here we go with question number 2, Chris. Who composed the score to Howard the Duck?
Multiple choice.
All right. Is it A, James Newton Howard, B, Ken Thorne, C, John Barry, or D, Howard Shore?
Newton Howard.
James Newton Howard is incorrect. Going to go to Jacob. Who composed the score to Howard the Duck? Is it A, James Newton Howard, B, Ken Thorne, C, John Barry, or D, Howard Shore?
Howard Shore.
Howard Shore is also incorrect. We're looking for John Barry. John Barry. All right. Question number 3 in the category of Marvel. In Deadpool, what is the name of Dopender's cousin, who's also his romantic rival for Utah?
I'm doing multiple. I know I don't want to pronounce it right, but I'm doing multiple.
All right, multiple choice. Is it A, Batu, B, Bandu, C, Rothmu, or D, Gandu?
A.
A, Batu is incorrect. We are going to go to Jacob. In Deadpool, what is the name of Dopender's cousin, who is also his romantic rival for Gita? Is it A, Batu, B, Bandu, C, Rothmu, or D, Gandu?
Chris, I was really thinking A also. I still think it's A, but it's obviously not. So we're going to go with C.
It sounds like A, but it is B, Bandu. Bandu. All right, close one there. All right, so let's see if Chris can pick up some points on these last 2 questions. Your penultimate question in the realm of Marvel films. In Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, NBA star Stephen Curry plays what sport in Miles Morales' universe?
Repeat.
Repeat the question? All right, I can do that. That's your second repeat. In Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, NBA star Stephen Curry plays what sport in Miles Morales' universe?
Multiple choice.
All right, multiple choice. Is it A, tennis, B, baseball, C, croquet, or D, golf?
Is it croquet?
Croquet is incorrect. I'm going to go to Jacob. In Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, NBA star Stephen Curry plays what sport in Miles Morales' universe? Is it A, tennis, B, baseball, C, croquet, or D, golf?
We're going to go with tennis.
Tennis is also incorrect. We're looking for golf. Golf. All right, your 5th and final question in Marvel. According to Elektra, her father had her train with a different sensei since she was blank years old. I need a number.
Multiple choice.
All right. Is it A, 5, B, 7, C, 8, or D, 10?
10.
10 is incorrect. Jacob, according to Elektra, her father had her train with a different sensei since she was blank years old. Is it A, 5, B, 7, C, 8, or D, 10?
5.
5 5 is correct for 1 point steal. And a tough Marvel category takes Chris down, or takes Jacob up to 7. I'm sorry, on a 1 point steal, and that's all the points that came out of that one. All right, so we move on to the wheel. So here we go. We'll pull up the wheel. And Papa West, your spin is in. Everything's available except for Marvel.
The good news here is, even though there were some tough questions and misses on Chris's part, Jacob only got 1 point. So this is still a close game by all measures.
That's exactly right. That's exactly right. Wizarding World. So, Jacob, would you like to keep Wizarding World, or would you like to respin?
All right, so Chris, we're going to take a deep breath in. We're going to let it out. We're going to take up all this negative energy and throw it away. Because let's be honest, X-Men, great movie. You have to pick a random year from a little minor quote. What the crap is that? Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. Right. I've seen that movie so many times. I don't remember Steph Curry in that movie. And then, yeah, Howard the Duck, Elektra. Like, come on, guys. So many great movies, great questions you can pull from, and it just wasn't a good category. So Chris, you're still in the game. You still got this. I'm going to spin again, however, because fuck the Wizarding World.
Hey!
To combat my esteemed competitor / competitor's manager, 3 of those 5 movies were reviewed positively. So we did pick good films.
I don't even remember what the 3rd movie was, so it doesn't matter.
X-Men, Deadpool, and Spider-Verse all have positive scores on Rotten.
How did I forget about Deadpool? They had the same name, just added a letter. Spin again, Kevin. Jesus Christ. I'm tired of looking at this.
Spinning it again. Here we go.
I've said it already.
Is it?
Jacob, don't make us give you a court-appointed break.
You could have been like, hey, what does Deadpool give
Dopinder?
What does Deadpool give Dopinder as payment? A nice Chris high five.
Oh, you know what? I know the host is supposed to remain impartial, but as the person who gets to read this, I don't give a fuck. This is fun.
Why can I not kick you from the stream, Aaron? Okay, let's do this. I was going to
say, appropriately, I will let Aaron read these questions to Papa West.
I'm about to get a noise complaint. I need to calm down.
All right, Papa. Remember, you have 2 repeats and multiple choices. We learned is an option in round 2 if you need it. Your first question in movie release dates is, what geek franchise had an animated movie that was released into theaters in 1993?
93. Ooh, year before I was born. You're asking for a geek franchise, so it's obviously not Middle Earth. It's obviously not Wizarding World, not the MCU, not the DCEU.
4, 3, 2.
Will you accept DC as an answer?
Is that your answer?
That DC is my final answer.
Okay. That is not correct. If you would like to issue a challenge, that is on you.
I would like to know what the answer. I would like to give Chris a chance to steal.
Yeah.
Yes.
So.
All right. So, what geek franchise has an animated movie that was released to theaters in 1993?
Is it Batman? Batman and the franchise?
You're looking for the franchise.
Yeah, Batman.
But that is correct. Yes, you said Batman. So, Jacob, if you would like to challenge, now that the 2 points have been given to Chris, that is up to you.
No, we're good.
Okay, all right. So, a 2-point steal goes to Diaz.
Big steal by Diaz there. We were looking
franchise, not category.
Exactly, yep.
Yes. All right. Your second question in movie release dates is, the X-Men franchise was revitalized and rebooted by X-Men First Class, which came out in what year?
Ooh, this was a good film.
5, 4, 3, 2.
2015.
That is going to be incorrect, so we will go to Chris for another potential 2-point steal. The X-Men franchise. You could let me finish the question next time, but that is correct.
Good job, Chris.
That is correct for 2 points.
Was it really 2011?
Yes, it was. In fact, by 2015, Days of Future Past had already hit theaters too.
And I thought I was out of high school by then.
All right. Question number 3 in movie release dates is, which Harry Potter movie was released in 2009?
Ooh.
Yeah, now tied up the game.
Yeah, good job, Chris. Good job, Chris.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Multiple choice.
Absolutely. Your multiple choice options.
Multiple choice.
Your multiple choice options are A, Order of the Phoenix, B, Half-Blood Prince, C, Deathly Hallows Part 1, or D, Deathly Hallows Part 2.
Yeah, because it's in between Pumpernickel or Rye. And I already knew it was between Pumpernickel or Rye, but I don't even know what Pumpernickel and Rye means, but I just thought it'd be funny to say that in the middle of this.
3, 2.
Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince.
And that will be a point to Jacob as he retakes the lead. All right. So I will say this in advance of reading the question. You will get a few extra seconds to do this question because it is a bit of a thinker. But
thank you.
Your question is, Star Wars and Star Trek are 2 main staples of the geek world. They each released a film into theaters in the same year on 2 separate occasions. I need you to name both years.
Okay. Both years, they had films come out the same year. Oh. $1981 and 2016.
That is incorrect. So we will go to Chris, who will have a 2-point opportunity here. Your question is, Star Wars and Star Trek are 2 main staples of the geek world. They each released a film in theaters in the same year on 2 separate occasions. Name both years.
2015, 2002.
Can you repeat that for me again?
2015 and 2002.
Okay, that is correct, yes. Sorry, I just needed to hear the enunciation on the first one. That is correct. 2002 had Star Trek Nemesis and Attack of the Clones. 16 had Star Trek Beyond and Rogue One.
All right, for 2 big points. Excellent job.
And for what it's worth, not to make things worse, but 81 had neither of them release.
Shut up.
All right. So the game is up to Chris once again in the lead, but Papa could take a 1-point lead if he gets this one correct. In what year did Guardians of the Galaxy release into theaters?
I
think Jacob's taking this a little personal.
During I was married? It was not after the fact. It was either
3, 2,
during or before.
1.
Multiple choice, please.
All right, just enter the line. Jacob, your options are A, 2013, B, 2014, C, 2015, or D, 2016.
Okay. Pretty sure. Ooh. No, that was Jurassic World. Completely wrong movie. 2013.
That is unfortunately incorrect, so we will go to Chris with a steal. In what year did Guardians of the Galaxy release into theaters? Your options are A, 2013, B, 2014, C, 2015, or D, 2016.
Same year in The Winter Soldier, 2014.
That will be correct for 1 more point. Both competitors have, in the nicest way possible, abysmal round twos, but Chris benefits a bit more from Jacob's, 10-8 in a very close 2-point game.
You have no idea what I'm saying either.
Yeah, with that thing, I didn't even need to go to multiple choice for any of the belief thing.
Good job, Chris.
Well, Jacob can take some pride in that as we go ahead and move into round number 3. In round number 3, we will be dealing with numbers once again, although these are not release date numbers. These are question numbers. I will need 3 numbers from each of you. They will fall between 1 and 12. However, you cannot pick the same numbers. Whatever number you pick in whatever order you pick them will determine how much your questions are worth. Your first number will be worth 2 points. Your second is worth 3. And your third one is worth 5 big points. You will trade back and forth, alternating the lead until somebody can no longer take the lead, at which point we will have a winner. You also keep your repeats and challenges. Both of you still have a challenge. Chris, you have 1 repeat remaining. Jacob, you have 2 repeats remaining for round number 3. And at this moment, Mr. Diaz, you are in the lead, which means you will go second. So can I get 3 numbers from 1 through 12?
5, 2, and 9.
5, 2, and 9 are going to be Chris's 3 numbers. And Jacob, what are your 3 numbers that are not 5, 2, and 9?
Okay. Kevin, I have a quick question for you. Is your girlfriend beside you?
Indeed.
Can you ask her for a number between 1 through 12 that is not 5, 2, or 9, please?
You're going to make me pin this on my girlfriend. She says 4.
She said 4?
Says 4.
That's a good number. I will take 4. Aaron, quick question for you. Is there anyone beside you?
There's not. No, I do not get a girlfriend to bring to these matches.
Because you are lonely because nobody likes you. Sorry about that.
Explain to me how I launched a league in one day. Go ahead, Jacob.
Chris, give me a number 1 through 12, please.
2.
That's your own number. You can't give me that number.
Okay.
Jesus, Chris.
Thank God they're both 0 and 3.
Okay, so we are going to go with 4, 8, and 12.
Okay, thank God. That is the longest that has ever taken.
I was about to say, all right.
I don't accept your number, Chris.
I'm glad we made it
And
through.
not end quick enough.
Yeah, for real. All right, so since Chris has now taken the lead 10-8, Jacob will get his questions first. And since Aaron read Jacob his round 2 questions, I'll read Jacob his round 3 questions. So we'll start with him. And you picked category number 4, and let's see what that corresponds to. Tonight, that corresponds to Star Wars for 2 points. In The Empire Strikes Back, what is the name of the animals that Han and Luke take out on Hoth to explore the icy terrain?
Fun fact, Kevin. I probably love your girlfriend a quarter as much as you do because that was an amazing number. Thank you so much. The correct answer is Tauntaun.
Tauntaun is the correct answer. 4 big points. Ties it up. All right.
All right. So with that, Jacob has tied up the game. Because Chris has more questions left, we will alternate to him. All right, Chris, you picked category number 5, which is going to give you scores and soundtracks. Scores and soundtracks. And your question is, who composed the score for Birds of Prey?
Uncle Bailey. I can't hear.
Excuse me? I cannot. He is not moving on my end.
He's kind of
I
freezing
can't
up
hear
too,
you.
so.
Okay, all right.
Oh, okay.
I'll give you.
MVP.
Yeah. Can you give him a technical because he's kind of breaking up?
Understood. All right. Your question is, who composed the score to Birds of Prey?
Danny Elfman?
It is incorrect. You were looking for Daniel Pemberton. Daniel Pemberton.
Pemberton.
All right.
Never
So,
heard of the guy, so.
do we want me to keep with Chris or alternate?
You can stay with Chris for now.
All right, cool. So we will stay with Chris. Chris, for your three-pointer, you picked category number 2, a number which you then subsequently tried to give away, Jacob. And in that category, you have your question will come in the category of heroes and villains. Heroes and villains. And your question is, what's the name of the character portrayed by Neil McDonough, who is a member of the 107th with Bucky and Steve in the first Avenger?
Dum Dugan.
That character may be a dum-dum, but Chris is not. Dum Dugan is correct.
Great pull by Chris there. All right, so that sends it back over to Jacob, who picked number 8 for his three-pointer, and that comes in the category of Middle Earth. Middle Earth. Your question, sir, for 3 points. What is the name of the entrance to Moria that is guarded by the Watcher in the Water?
Good question.
What is the name of the entrance? Didn't realize it had a name. It's a door that lights up in Elvish, and it
5,
says "Speak, friend, and enter."
3,
It has a name.
1.
Repeat the question, please.
All right, using your second repeat for 3 points in the category of Middle Earth. What is the name of the entrance to Moria that is guarded by the Watcher in the Water?
I bet you it's a weird Elvish name. But does it have the name Durin in it? That would make sense.
In 5,
Makes sense.
4, 3, 2, 1.
I'm not going to think of something creative, so.
It was the Doors of Durin. Also acceptable would be the West Gate. The West Gate. All right, so you almost pulled that one.
Very close.
Let's
Very
see.
close.
Papa needs to hit this 5-pointer to send it back over to Chris. And he selected category number 12. Category number 12 for his 5-pointer. And that corresponds with the MCU. The MCU. So for 5 big points and to save the game. What fast food restaurant does Ego pull into at the beginning of Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 before he and Meredith head off into the bushes?
As a fat man, this question is speaking to me. It would require me to know the answer. But fun fact, when you made that Guardians of the Galaxy comment, I made the comment, oh wait, Jurassic World, completely wrong movie.
4,
Because
3, 2.
Repeat the question, please.
All right, your third and final repeat for 5 points in the category of MCU. What fast food restaurant does Ego pull into at the beginning of Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 before he and Meredith head off into the bushes?
So anyways, there was a random year, Ashley, my ex-wife, and I were in Cody, Wyoming, and we went to a Dairy Queen, and they had things of Jurassic World in them. And so it got me thinking,
5,
thankfully,
4,
Dairy Queen
3.
is the same answer. Dairy Queen's final answer.
Dairy Queen is correct for 5 big points.
And you needed that story, too.
Can't take it home with him, so he might as well make a moment out of it.
I was about to say, I wasn't sure where he was going with that, but great pull.
Didn't know where you got to win that.
Oh. I swear, with the way this match is going, if we had more wrestling elements, you'd think we scripted it. We are going to go back to Mr. Diaz. Chris, this is your 5-pointer. It's going to come in Category 9, the category in which Jacobs audibly said he hated, and you took offense. Wizarding World. Wizarding World.
Chris, you have one repeat. Use it if you need to.
Managers are permitted to speak when I tell you to, Jacob.
Shut up, Aaron.
Fair enough.
You're
all right, Chris.
Asking this question.
Here we go. In Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince, where are the Muggles located that own the house that Slughorn is hiding in from Death Eaters when Dumbledore and Harry first meet him?
Repeat.
All right, we're going to go for the repeat early. That'll be your last one, Chris. In Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince, where are the Muggles located that own the house that Slughorn is hiding in from Death Eaters when Dumbledore and Harry first meet him?
Jacob, congratulations, Whitechapel.
And your winner, Papa West.
The answer we were looking for was they took a trip to the Canary Islands.
Yep, the Canary Islands. Great match. What a great match. You guys turned that one into a nice match. Chris doing some awesome work there in round 2. Papa West doing what he needed to do in round 3 and 1. All right, we'll drop Chris to the back for just one moment, talk to the winner for this evening. So you get your first win in TMGeek. Finally.
Welcome to the club. Cheers.
I was going to say, welcome to the club. No, I haven't actually played in TMGeek, so I can't say welcome to the club yet. But anyway. How are you feeling? And what's going through your head?
Finally, the first Avenger. Oh wait, no. We are not doing that. We are not doing that. Get that kid out of here. No, I'm doing good. I'm glad that Ash and I had a horrible addiction to fast food the first couple of years of our marriage, because we ate out almost every single day. And one of her favorite places to go was Dairy Queen, who always had like little movie things on their cup, which Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 was one of the big things that did. And I was like, that's weird. Why is Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 on Dairy Queen stuff? You'd think MCU would pull out like a bigger, better fast food place than Dairy Queen. Lo and behold, it's because that's where Ego takes that chick and bangs her, more than likely. So it all made sense in the movie. I'm glad that one thing stuck with me in that entire movie. That movie sucks.
Oh, I'm glad you're competing in TMGeek, and I'm just kidding. 6 points in the first round, though. 7 points in round number 3. The movie release date round really didn't go your way. It kept Chris in this thing, but you did what you had to do. Like I said, you pulled out that 5. That was excellent. So great job. We will definitely be seeing you back this season, and if you get another win or 2 under your belt, we may even see you in the tournament.
And then the finals. Yeah, the finals.
We will see. All right, congrats, buddy. Let's bring up Diaz, and we'll talk to him, our unfortunate second-place finisher. There are no losers in TMGeek, though. Great match, Chris. Didn't have the best first round, but you sure, or the best second round, really, but you made the most of all those movie release date steal opportunities. Maybe that's a hidden strength of yours there, movie release dates.
Yeah, I mean, the Harry Potter seemed to taking me a little bit because, like, I thought you were asking for the village name, that why I was a little bit confused, like, because I'm thinking of village. But they did a good job. Maybe I don't know. I feel a little disappointed in myself a little bit. Like,
yeah, man, don't feel disappointed. I mean, I think you did a really good job. Putting up, 13 points is not anything to hang your head about. You'll be back this season. We have several other people that don't have a win yet. We'll be putting you up against somebody, and you will definitely get that first win. Aaron, anything for Chris before we close out?
Yeah, absolutely, man. What I would say is don't hang your head. Round one, it's just a matter of getting what you know, and then round two, as we saw, is just a matter. Again, it's just all about luck of the draw. In round three, when you ended up with stuff that you knew, you showed great proficiency and got a bulk of your game points from it, and you did a great job there. It's just, unfortunately, round one didn't quite have what you needed, and round two really didn't go either of your ways. So maybe you can at least take what you got from this match, use it as something to learn, and bring it back around next time, and we look forward to giving you that shot.
thank you.
Yes, sir. All right, we'll see you soon, Chris. All right, Aaron, that was an excellent closing to our day full of matches. What are your thoughts?
Absolutely, and it's like I said, none of our competitors today, win or lose, should hang their heads. But Chris, again, it's the unfortunateness of when you get stuck in that rut, somebody's going to always get the win and somebody's going to have another loss on their record. But I think there were things in his performance today that he can take, and he knows what he can work on going forward, and he knows what he can rely on possibly in other situations. So the hope is just strengthen up what you need to, come back next time, and just do a little better. And as for Jacob, he's riding high. He finally got that first win. He got hurt by movie release dates again. I'm glad I could do that to him twice in a row and I didn't even have to play. But at the end of the day, Jacob wins and takes a step up in TMGeek from Papa West to Daddy West. And I'm sure he's very excited about that.
There you go. Absolutely. All right, so some announcements as we close out. I just want to announce to you guys. So if you haven't already, check out our matches from today. The 5 o'clock match was Kirby French versus JD Domash. The 7 o'clock match was Alex Martinez versus Dan Skip Allen. And, of course, this match, Jacob versus Chris. So this was an awesome day of matches. I want to announce the road to the title has started. Just opened the green room for Robert Kastner versus Richard Schwartz. Those two will be competing to see who faces David Garcia for the #1 contenders match. And whoever wins that match will obviously go on to face Joe Farrelly right before the tournament starts. So that will be our road to the championship prior to the tournament. And then, again, as I've said in all of our previous matches, we have a huge announcement coming up. Aaron will be hopefully on that call with me, and we'll have a lot of big surprises for everybody. So I want everybody that can, please tune into that, and I'll have more information on the page, and I'll keep bringing it up here. That will be happening in the next couple weeks. Last thing, picture-in-picture trivia has moved to Sundays at 3 p.m. That will start on the 27th of June. So join us for that as well. More information about that as well on the TMG Trivia site. For this match and for this whole day of matches, I appreciate you watching and joining us. For Aaron, for Papa West, for Chris, Movie Diaz, and for my wonderful girlfriend in the back helping produce all this wonderful material, I have been your host, Kevin Philosopher Poss, and we will see you next time. Keep geeking out.